So we are out of executive session. Do we have to vote on that?
Yes.
Yeah, all right, all those in favor? Aye. Coming out,
What are you voting on?
yeah,
Aye.
aye. What we have decided, do for compensation. Is we're looking at a 4% increase. And.
I'm gonna read mine, right?
Yeah, you're better at it.
Okay. 4% across the board, $3,500.
Down.
To opt out of, our insurance. But must have proof of insurance, and that is for people who are eligible for insurance in the first place. And, it's not eligible for folks on probation, neither is the 4% because we don't know if we're gonna keep them. The assumption is you keep them, but. And this is yearly, to be reviewed yearly.
So we have a question which you may be able to answer. You may say you can't do that. Is there any way to treat the $3,500 kickback as a bonus, like where you can do something tax free, or is that like it's already paid? It doesn't, it's paid, it doesn't matter.
It's pay and is subject to being taxed. The same way the amount that the select board contributes to health insurance is considered a taxable benefit. That's
All right,
it's all the same.
I figured that was gonna be the case, but I know sometimes there's ways you can do magic.
I wanna follow up, Pete, and I know you've covered this in the past, but because this is retroactive July 1. Correct?
That's up to the select board.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yes.
You said it would be.
So. Is that a one-time check to bring you up to speed? Or is that,
If the board would like to approve us to run a separate payroll to deal with the retro, we can do that.
What's
Otherwise,
the alternative?
we just run it with the next payroll, that there's a wage increase retroactive. And they'll include it with that payroll.
so they'll get two checks instead of one?
If we run a special payroll, we will get 2 checks. If we just include it with the next payroll, which is 2 weeks from now, we would just get our 1 regular check.
One regular check, but it would reflect
It would have the increase in it. Yeah.
October, or September, August, July.
Mhm.
Is there a preference?
Does it cost more to run the
Preference is
second payroll?
generally for a second payroll, but it does, yes, it's like a $65 processing fee for payroll.
Per
Plus
person?
$2.90 per check, ends up being about $100.
Run the second.
Any questions?
Does the board anticipate that the stipend for opting out of insurance will be split up over the year and paid out with payroll?
I think we were envisioning it as a lump sum, but
I would suggest that the
Not.
cleanest way to issue a stipend in lieu of health insurance benefits would be to pay it in the same way that you pay health insurance benefits, which is monthly.
which is monthly.
Okay. The caution I was thinking about doing a lump sum was sometimes it's a tax in, and I don't want to incur that. But whatever's cleanest.
It's up to the board. You
Yeah.
can do it however you would like.
No, that makes more sense anyway, because what if somebody leaves?
Yeah.
And they've already banked
Already
the
banked it.
$3,500
Right.
bucks,
Okay,
6 months later, they have another job or whatever.
so
Yeah.
Yeah, do it with the paychecks.
And I also think that might be beneficial if somebody was to say, hey, I gotta opt back in, my spouse lost their insurance.
Mhm.
That to me would be a sticky one, but this is uncharted territory, so we wanna just see if this works, and then if it works, we can adjust it yearly for the next board can. This is the first time I've ever been on a board where we went beyond discussing it and actually adopted it. I'm really happy that we've given it a shot.
Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion to approve 4% across the board, 3,500 for those who opt out. They must have proof of insurance. And not eligible for folks on probation. Until they clear probation.
I'll second it.
Any more discussion? All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the ayes have it.
Can I ask, I sent the board a separate request related to the compensation rate of the town administrator. Is that something that the board is going to consider?
At this time,
Okay,
we figured it was heard by, you know, the combination of what we've done here and
that's fine. I'm just asking because I asked and
No,
it is separate. And this does not reach the level of what I had requested, so. That's all. That's the reason for the ask.
is there anything else?
I believe, well, that's it. Motion to adjourn.
Yeah, I would like to tackle that. Hiring contractor policy. We have something, you're gonna bring it back to life or reintroduce it.
We have a contractor policy that we developed. Regarding like signing of contracts and what was expected and what was required. But we had never included the workers' comp insurance because at that time we decided not to, but
So we'll
that
amend-
same policy should be amended.
We'll
Yes,
amend that
if that's
policy.
important.
Perfect, thank
Yep.
you. Monday? What time would you like to meet?
I'm pretty flexible.
I think
What's
we-
better for you? Early in the day, late at the end of the day?
Early is rough, anytime after 5, but knowing that it gets dark at what, 6:30? Yeah.
We're supposed to be looking at the.
Saturday anyway, yeah.
Transfer station.
Is that okay?
I was
Yeah,
wondering
sure.
if maybe.
Cause I'm like at 7:30 to 4 or something.
Do that at the
And
same,
I just
you know,
take a shower.
or give an hour of our time to that.
Okay,
Okay.
what do you want to
So
say?
we could email each other.
5:30?
Five, start the meeting.
5?
Okay.
And what would you like to meet?
Which way is this direction are we?
We're gonna up back River Road, so we can meet right here in town.
You guys just driving the road, looking at guardrails, is that what you guys doing?
No, we're gonna go look at,
You're trying to bury me.
we're gonna go look at the runoff pouring onto Lafayette.
Oh, Lafayette, yeah.
Is it? No, it's not Lafayette.
It's not-
Yeah, Lafayette.
Yep.
You guys are so good with all these roads.
I only know that
Pleasant
one
Street.
because it's on my,
I know Park Street.
Going up,
And you're the-
there's a washout that didn't fix yet either.
But you're the highway guy, you should know the roads.
Yeah.
Right before you get to the.
he knows the people.
Have you ever done a ride around with Demi?
No, I have not had the pleasure.
Yeah. The one, those trucks, I don't know how you can be in them all day long. They put me to sleep, but they're so like front heavy and so stiff. And he drives them all day, every day. It's just like, I couldn't do it.
Might have a different seat, sometimes they're. the drivers, you just get like all this suspension and passenger seat, I think.
All of the former select board members, like Larry Girardi, Bob Granos, they all, maybe your dad did too, they would ride the roads with Debbie.
Oh, yeah, he said,
I think you do it like once or twice and then.
You need a motion to adjourn. You can't all just leave.
Oh, I thought we had one. Make a motion to adjourn. I'll second it.
All those in favor, say
Aye.
aye.